Welcome back to the channel. Today is a beautiful day because today is the day that I finally made a video, even though it's been like 5 months. Lots been going on, been moving, been doing a few other things. So I'm finally settled and I've, finally gotten moved. And I was thinking about it, this channel's pretty much been centered around fishing. And there's some other stuff that I really love to do besides fishing. And I would like to share that with you guys. And one of them is working on old cars, classic cars. And me and my uncle, we've actually fixed, several or restored several old Mustangs, Trans Ams, old trucks and stuff like that from like the 60s and 70s. So classic cars. I've actually got an old 67 Coupe that's been sitting in the woods. I don't know, it's probably been 4 or 5 years now. And I was never planning on taking this car out and doing anything to it. It was actually part of a project that we took. Me and my uncle, we went to Somerville and bought 2 67 Mustangs from this lady and made one good one out of it. And I'll show you some pictures here of the project. It came out really good. Put the fenders back on, I repainted the car, did all that stuff over the course of 2 months, and pretty much had a good driver car. So yeah, what we're going to be doing today is taking that old car. I don't know what kind of shape it's in now because I haven't seen it in 4 or 5 years, pulling it out and seeing what we got and going from there. And let's see what we can do to it. There's one thing that I've always wanted to try with a coupe, and it didn't matter if it was a first gen, a 65 66 coupe, or 67 68, or even a 69 or a 70. Is I've always wanted to do a fastback conversion on a coupe, and I've always wanted a fastback, but I could never afford one. And I always told myself that the only way I was probably going to be able to afford one is just to convert it myself. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can get this coupe out. I'm going to cut the roof off of it, cut the quarter panels out, do do what all it needs to be done to get everything off, and then I think I'm gonna probably get the fastback conversion kit for it eventually and put that on there, and we'll see how it goes. This is gonna be like a long project, so don't expect anything quick. But one thing that I want to do is I want to go into great detail about these conversions, because several of the videos that I've seen on YouTube, they've just been brief overviews and they didn't really get into the nitty-gritty details of the project, the things that you might run into. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna get the truck, everything in the truck, everything loaded up. I might get some chain. I don't know if we're gonna need any chain or not, because I did weld an old Mustang resitch on the front of this car, so it would be easier to pull out and put back in. So yeah, we're gonna get the truck cranked up over there. Hopefully the trees haven't grown through it, and see what we got. Hopefully we won't have to put it in 4-wheel drive, but if we have to, we can. I don't know what kind of situation the tires are probably on the ground. Not the tires, but the wheels, the rims. There's no air in the tires, I guarantee you. But probably better to do this now than wait till summertime when everything is growed up. So, oh yeah, this is rough as I remember it. It does have doors on it though, which is a good thing, and glass, which I don't know if I need to swap the glass out or not for the 67 roof line, the fastback roof line. I think you have to swap the glass out for sure. I don't know how I got this thing back here, to be honest with you. There's all kind of goodies in that thing too. There's like transmissions, there's all kinds of stuff in there. I think there's a truck C4 in there. After we get, the reason why this is taking so long is because we got a light pole, we got a ground wire, and we got an open tree. So your boy is doing all he can do. I'm gonna back it up straight now, and that should give us a better angle to go ahead and be in the clear. After we get it out here in the clear, we'll be good. Well, there ain't no doubt about it. Stuff's gonna drag. Stuff is gonna drag. Whoa! Mission success, baby. This thing is rougher than I thought it would. This thing got power steering on it too. So this car, let me tell you a little bit of history about the car. This is a original vinyl top. I'll have to run the vent on it to get the real nitty gritty details about it. Vinyl top car, factory power steering, factory disc brakes, and factory air conditioning. Jam up car back in the day, you know, but we're gonna get this thing jacked up on blocks. That way we can put some wheels on the front, get some steering on the front so we can move this thing. Because there's no way I was going to try to pull this around and back it into the garage. It just wasn't happening. So we'll get it where we can get it on wheels and tires and steer it around. That way we can move it around. And then we'll go from there. We'll start getting this thing prepped to cut the roof off of it, get these quarter panels off, turn it to a fastback. So it's going to be a long process. It's not going to happen overnight, but you guys stick with me. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're going to be coming right back to this, and I see this being a project over the next year. We're just going to take our time with it. We're going to go through each little detail, things that I run into, and I'm going to share it with you guys. That way we can go through it together. That way if you have a coupe that you're interested in converting to a fastback, you'll know all the ins and outs. We're going to figure them out on this car right here. You know, worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, I'm not really out of anything because this car's in bad shape, as you can see. But you can always take one that's in really bad condition or in worse shape and always make it better. You know what? You're never going to make it worse unless you take it to the junkyard. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing unhooked. I'm going to jack it up and put it on blocks. And then we're going to go back there and see what Alan's doing. Alan's working on a 65 Mustang that's in way better shape than this one. And I got to do a little bit of wiring on it. I got to fix the fog lights. The wire broke on the fog light, so I'm going to rewire that back so the fog lights work on that car. Let's get it.
Put a 20 amp fuse in. Just take that one out, and we'll put that one in. I want to run behind what it did. It got caught under that radiator, I believe, and pulled it out. I done routed it.
It could, the battery probably could have done it too, because I saw it down there and I looked at it. But
so you pull it behind there and go up underneath here, and you won't have to worry with that.
So this car's got the fog lights on it, but the fog lights didn't work. We started messing with it and realized that the wire was spliced and cut off, and that's the reason why it didn't have any power. This is a 65 C-code car, Mustang, that Alan found. This is my Uncle Alan, by the way. He's currently cleaning off the harmonic balancer so we can look at the timing marks and adjust the timing a little bit. I think they got it advanced a little bit too much, causing it to idle up a little bit. Because the carburetor is already backed all the way off. I'm thinking adjusting the timing a little bit might help. back the idle off some. Because this is currently all the way bottomed out. As you can see, it can't go forward anymore. And the screw is all the way backed off, so.
You can see the mark, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and fix this. This is where the wire came out of this little fuse block. This is the other side of it here. And I'm gonna split this open, strip the wire back a little bit, and then pinch it back down on there, and we should have fog lights again. All right, so we got this thing split apart, and then I kind of took a crimping tool and crimped right through the case. There's a little piece of metal inside of this fuse block that ties this wire in to this side of the fuse, and then this wire in to this side of the fuse. So we had continuity in the fuse, and from here to here and here to here. So this should fix it. So we shall see if we have a good connection in there or not. Yeah, let's see what we got. Yep, we got lights. Fog lights is working. Oh yeah.
And with the parking lot, should.
Good to go with that. Nice. 10. We'll see where it's at first, and then we'll set it to 10 degrees. So now we got ourselves a mark. This harmonic balancer went from 9 to 12, so we went right in the middle of those two numbers, and that should be our 10 degrees. Cut it off, and then I'll plug that. Take this off. Daggum, they used the wrong hose for that, for one. Whoever did this.
Will make that much difference, no way.
This ain't the right kind of hose you're supposed to use for these, but.
Shit comes in handy. I bought up different size caps and stuff.
It does. It comes in handy.
Damn,
I done used all the good sizes out of mine.
Look at, I got them in there, and I got another thing.
You work with carburetors, people, you gotta have caps. See, look, he's got a case for it, vacuum caps. Gotta have them. Loosen the distributor, I guess. We're definitely gonna have to adjust it.
I sprayed it down yesterday.
Let's see what we got. Way too much. We probably run about 15 or 16. So we gotta back it down a couple of degrees. Shaking as much either. What was happening is the people that had it before we started messing with it, they had the timing set at about 15, and these are supposed to be set around 10 without your vacuum advance. So that's the reason why we unplugged this. And I need to tighten that back down, but that's the reason why it was idled up so high. Which is not good on your transmission whenever you put it in gear. If the engine is idled up so high, even after it warms up, it jolts all the drivetrain parts. So that's the reason why you want it idled down at a respectable level, probably around 600 to 700 RPM is where you want it. So we got the vacuum advance hooked back up. We're gonna crank it back up and see what we got. Idling much better.
Oh yeah, it's sitting there nice and easy, chewing on that dirt.
Oh yeah, right on the line. We're gonna put it in gear and see how it idles down, or how it takes the load, rather. That's not bad. That's what it's supposed to do. Yeah. So what was happening is I don't know if the linkages is wanting to stick or what, but whenever you shut it off and crank the car back up, whether it's warm or not, so we know it's not a choke issue, the car would want to idle up really high until you snap the throttle a couple of times, and then it would come back down. So we're thinking it might have been just because the car hasn't been driven in a while and the throttle linkages want to stick just a little bit, enough to bring in more fuel and air to keep it idled up. But the timing was definitely off. I think it was a combination of the timing and with that. So we sprayed some WD-40 on the linkages and then set the timing to what it's supposed to be. And it seems like the idle air mixture screws are set right, so we didn't bother those. And we're gonna drive it in for a few days and see how that does with it like it is. So I think it's gonna do good.
We ain't forgot nothing, have we?
I don't think so. We'll soon find out. Well, it seems we have a hitchhiker coming down the road. Just in time.
Let's say, Dino, we're going to do burnouts. No, we did a little adjustment with the timing and we want to see how it does now. They had the timing set up real high on it.
Sunday cruise. Sunday cruise.
All right.
In honor of the Daytona 500 today, I think we need to do a burnout. I don't know. I backed the timing off of that light blue car that one time, and it gave it more power. Off the jump.
Yeah.
Off the top end, it took it away. These cars are fun to drive. They ain't nothing like a first gen or a second gen Mustang, which the 64, 65, and 66 is definitely a little bit more nimble than the 67 and 68. Y'all, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned for more classic car shenanigans with me, Alan, and Brooke. Brooke's filming right now, but we are going to continue working on the fastback conversion. It's probably going to take a while to do it, but like I said, we are going to go through each minute detail along the way, not cut anything out, anything that we run into. But thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one.